Hi, my name's Matt. This is Austin. We're part of Flathead Outdoorsmen, and today we're going to go over a pack dump for our 2021 archery elk hunt.
So we're doing a 3-day pack or a 3-day hunt in northwestern Montana. We'll be going in on side by side, setting up a base camp, and then hiking out from there, hunting all day, and then returning to base camp sometime in the evening.
So we're going to start out with our packs. I have this is the newer model Mystery Ranch Metcalf on the Guide-Light frame. The thing I enjoy about the Metcalf is you're not tied down to one bag option. With us having a base camp, I don't want to carry around a 50 cubic inch bag all day. So I do have the Mystery Ranch Mule. It unpacks, connects to the frame, still has the same load shelf, but it's a day pack size.
I'm going to be packing in the QU 6000 Pro frame system. I'm basically just going to be condensing it down daily when we go out to hunt, and then going from there with it. This is my first archery season for hunting elk. So I'm kind of trying out all this new gear and seeing how it works for me. And we'll see how it works, but kind of see where it goes from there.
Yeah, the nice thing about the KUIU pack that I was looking at is it does have the compression straps on the front, on the top, and on the sides. So if you're not keeping all your stuff in there the whole time, it looks like you can compress it pretty small.
Yeah, and the other nice thing too is like you got your top pouch here. It's got the pull string top from loading from top end, and then it's got a zipper that goes all the way around the side here, so you can access stuff pretty easily, getting it in and out of your bag and finding stuff that's farther down in there. Just basically you open it up like that, like so. You got some sorting compartments here, some stuff sacks inside the bag, which kind of keeps everything organized, which will be nice. It is a bigger pack. We'll see how it goes for condensing down. I also got a bow harness here. They'll strap into these compression straps, and then your cam will go down into here. The other nice thing I really like about it too is it's got these big side bags, which works out really nice for me because I have the Vortex Razor spotting scope, and it fits perfectly into here. And then I'm running my tripod and trekking poles on the other side. So we'll see how she goes this year.
All right, so moving into some of the other accessories that we're going to be bringing. I do have a Phelps call bag. It's mesh on the back, let your calls dry out. I clip this on the front shoulder strap of my backpack, and I run 5 of the Rocky Mountain elk calls. I don't use all of them for every trip. My 2 favorite ones are going to be the Mellow Yellow Mama. It's a great cow call or a calf call. And then my favorite one to bugle with is going to be the Reaper from Rocky Mountain elk calls. It has a real raspy sound to it, and some of the other calls sound nothing like it. For my bugle tube, I run the Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls bugle tube. Subalpine Optifade. Moving on, I got a set of trekking poles. They're going to be the REI Co-op Summit poles. Just an aluminum pole, the graphite tip. Nice thing about trekking poles is when you're packing out a heavy load, kind of turns into 4-wheel drive for you. Moving on to my optics setup, I have the Vortex Optics High Country tripod with my bino mount. I don't carry a spotting scope, but I still carry the tripod because when you're sitting on the side, glassing a hillside, it's nice to have that stability with your binos. Moving on to my binos, I have the 2019 Sitka bino harness side pocket. I just run a fireless smoke puff, just a little wind checker, and then on the inside I have my Vortex 10x42 binoculars. 10x42 is a great size for hunting Rocky Mountain elk. For my Rangefinder, use the Leupold RX 600i. Mostly just use the rangefinder for archery hunting, and this just gets the job done for me. I've had it for like 10 years and it's really done the trick. So
I'm giving the trekking poles a try this year. Like I said before, this is my first year hunting elk for archery. I'm giving them a try because Matt and another buddy that we're going to be hunting with this weekend, and that we hunt with quite often, really recommended them. Apparently it's great for packing on a load, so hopefully that happens this weekend. I'm going to be running the High Country 2 Vortex tripod. Haven't used this one yet. It's kind of bulky. It's a cheaper option than some of their carbon fiber similar type tripods. So we'll be giving that a try this trip. I'm also going to be running the Garmin InReach Mini. It has an app on your phone that you can use for GPS and all that good stuff. It also, biggest thing, is safety for us too. It's got a SOS button here on the side right here. You just peel this back, hit that button, sends your location, grid coordinates to your local dispatch. We'll get a search and rescue, helicopter, whatever you need rolling your way. So that's nice. The spotting scope I'm running for this trip is going to be the Vortex Razor. It's 20 by 60. It's pretty bulky, so we'll see. Like I said before, it fits great in that side compartment on my pack. It's kind of heavy, but I think it'll be pretty useful for seeing stuff from longer distance away and kind of seeing how big it is and all that stuff. So that'll be nice for this trip. I'm not packing a bugle tube or reed calls like Matt is, since I'm packing this. It takes up quite a bit of room on the side of my pack where my bugle tube would normally go. And there's 4 people going on this trip too, and everybody but me has got a bugle tube, so I think we'll be fine.
That would be
for calling.
Yeah.
For my bino harness, I'm running the QU bino harness. First year with this thing. I think it should work just as well as anything else I've ever used. I do like this, the opening for the pouch for your binos. It just kind of comes open like that, and you got a couple attachment points running to your binos right here, which will be nice in case you fall down a hill or something like that when you get your binos out. I'm running the Vortex Viper 10x42s, which should be great for quick glassing, and then obviously you got the spotting scope to get a little bit farther out there. We're also going to be in a burn area too, so there should be patches of opening that we can get out a little bit farther on. Side compartments, running a wind checker, and then just a cow reed call for easy access, just right there tied down. And then on the rangefinder, I'm running the Vortex Ranger 1800. Use this quite a bit. Does an awesome job, I think. It's super lightweight. Running the QU little paracord attachment to it. That way, you drop it or something, it doesn't go flying down the hill. So that'll be everything for optics and the Garmin that we're running on this trip.
Alright, so moving into our clothing, gonna start out with the stuff I'm wearing in, and then we're gonna go to the stuff that I'm gonna pack in my bag. Starting head to toe, I just got Sitka lightweight hat. It's gonna be Optifade subalpine for all of my equipment. Moving on to my top base layer, it's just gonna be the core lightweight tee, also from Sitka. My next warming layer is gonna be mid-weight zip up. This one's gonna be hoodless. Thing I like about this is it has the thumb holes, so when you stack layers on top of it, your sleeve's not gonna get, you know, bunched up in your arm. We're planning on it being pretty warm, but we're going out in the morning, so a couple extra warming layers, as I do have the mountain vest. It's a nice lightweight vest, and then on top of all that, I have the Sitka Apex hoodie. So this is gonna be merino wool. It's one of the best archery pieces that you can buy from Sitka. I've used this for 2 seasons prior. Really enjoy that. Moving on to my pants, I have the Sitka Traverse pants, and I run that with just a Sitka belt. On gloves, with it being pretty warm out, I do have the Ascent gloves from Sitka. They're nice, lightweight, you get a lot of dexterity, and then you do have the touch pads on the thumb and finger for using your smartphone, GPS, camera equipment, everything like that. To end off what I'm wearing in, I got some Outdoor Research gaiters. I'm a huge fan of gaiters. You know, they keep the ticks off of you. They keep your pants dry, keep your boots dry, keep garbage from getting out of your boots. And then on my feet, I do have they're gonna be Danner 8-inch waterproof boots. I think this is also my 3rd season running these, and they hold up great. With what I'm gonna pack in my bag just to prepare for the cold weathers at night, I do have the Traverse gloves. I got the Core lightweight beanie, Core lightweight bottoms and pyrite from Sitka. I have the long sleeve Core lightweight top from Sitka, and then I do have my Jetstream soft shell jacket. When we get to camp at night, it's nice to take your boots off, nice to take your socks off. I just got a pair of some lightweight slip-ons. Picked them up at Cabela's, and I think they'll do the trick.
So I'm pretty much running all KU stuff this year. So some of the stuff is going in my pack, some of it's not, obviously I'm wearing in. These for kind of a warming layer late at night. Like you said, we're expecting it to be quite a bit warmer. These are real nice because they got, you know, the zipper off there, so if you are wearing them early in the morning, you can zip them off, throw them off without taking your pants off, and your boots and everything else. They'll be pretty nice. I'm running the Pro pants from KU. They got knee pads in them. That's the majority of the reason why I'm going to run them. I've spent some time in the military, and I always enjoyed having knee pads. I have really weak knees and bony knees, so those will be nice for this year. A couple of the shirts I got, they're merino 125 short sleeve and long sleeve, and then it's gonna be their ultra merino 145 pullover quarter zip. Is kind of the next layer up from there if it's a little bit colder out there. And then I got their nice lightweight insulating jacket. I think it weighs in at like 2 or 3 ounces. It's super light. It's their Super Down Pro jacket. And that will run in my pack most of the time because it's supposed to be 70 or 80 degrees most of the weekend. So, and then lastly, it's gonna be the Axis jacket from KU. It's a soft shell. I wore this out in the rain last week. It does a pretty good job of keeping the rain off you and keeping you out of the elements. So that'll be good. Feet, running KU's, I guess KU branded Scarpas. It's going to be the Revo 8s. It's kind of a mid boot, if you want to call it that. I don't like super tall boots. I like them to be generally light. I'm giving these a try this year because my buddy said that they're really good at doing some mountaineering type of hunting. So we'll see how those work out. I've got some Solomons too that I'll probably bring with me just in case these are not cutting it for me. Gators, Kuyu again. All this is going to be in the Verde camo. It's just Kuyu's, I think it's like their, I can't remember what the brand or the model name is on the lay gators, but they're probably about 15 inches high. I'm another big fan of gators. I think they do a great job of keeping mainly just water out of your boots and keeping your feet dry. So, which will be important for the morning. And then I got their gator, their Axis beanie. It's a little bit lighter than the other one I'm packing with me. Hopefully, if the weather's like it says it's going to be, this will be, obviously more applicable to our situation. If it does get colder out, I have the Peloton 240, just a little bit thicker fleece in there. Does a pretty good job at keeping your head warm. Gloves. These are the Axis gloves. They're a little bit tighter on your hands, which I like. They're supposed to do a good job of keeping good dexterity, but still keeping warmth inside your fingers and all that good stuff. And then a little bit, I guess, bulkier glove that I'm gonna bring with me is gonna be the attack glove. And yeah, that's everything I'm bringing in as far as clothing for this hunt.
All right, moving into our sleep systems. Like Austin said earlier, we're driving down the side-by-sides. We're going to set up a base camp, hunt out of the base camp, plan on returning each night. In some cases, that might not be the case. For my tent, I rock the Stone Glacier. It's going to be the Skyscraper 2-person, 4-season tent, under 4 pounds. You can set it up with trekking poles. You can set it up with the normal poles that it comes with. Thing's absolutely bomb-proof. And being under 4 pounds for a 4-season tent is pretty awesome. Going to the inside of my tent, what I'm sleeping on top of is going to be the Sea to Summit Comfort Light Insulated. It's a 4.2 R value, with R values being 1 to 5. Closer to 5 you get, the warmer it's going to keep you. For the pillow, I got the Sea to Summit Aeros pillow. It's the ultralight regular size. This thing's only a couple ounces. I know a lot of people just stuff their puffy jacket into a stuff sack, sleep on that. But having a pillow is definitely clutch in the backcountry. You want to get a good night's sleep. You want to be up early and be able to chase the elk. My sleeping bag, I have a Osprey stuff sack. The bag that's going to be inside is going to be the Sitka. It's the Aerolite 30-degree bag. A huge fan of this. It's not just a sleeping bag. You could use that as a warming layer. It has zip out armholes, zip open bottom. You can kind of just wear it around like a big down poncho. So when you're sitting on the hillside glassing, it'll keep you warm.
So for me, I'm gonna be sleeping in the Big Agnes Avil Horn 15-degree bag. I naturally sleep quite a bit colder, so I like a lower temperature rating. I have it in just a red camp stuff sack. As you just saw earlier, it gets down pretty small, so it doesn't take up very much room in your pack. Thing about what I like about this, super light, and then it's got this sleeve on the backside here that you can stuff your sleeping pad into. That way you stay on top of it the whole night, and that's a big majority of the reason why I bought this bag. And Big Agnes is known for doing great stuff as far as backcountry backpacking and staying overnight and stuff like that, as far as weight and the quality that they put into their stuff. Tent, I'm gonna be running the Big Agnes Shield 2. It's a 4-season tent. Like I said before, I bought a 4-season tent because I naturally sleep pretty dang cold. So I like to try and keep as much heat inside as possible. It's a little bit bulkier. It's pretty light for a 4-season tent. I was actually really surprised. I've been doing a few hikes up into the mountains where we live at, and it's done great so far. Been really happy with it. My pad is going to be the Climate Insulated Static V. I actually haven't slept on this one yet. I was sleeping on the Big Agnes, one of their pads before this. This one's a little bit lighter. The R value's going to be right at 4.4, so it should do a pretty good job of keeping the heat. So, and then I'm running the same pillow as Matt here, and like he said, it's like 2 ounces. It's super light, condenses down to basically nothing inside your pack, so you guys can get a general size on it. It's about that big, maybe a little bit over a foot wide and about a foot long. So, and it takes like virtually no time to blow up. It's super easy. Really happy with that. Use that this summer too. And then if we do spike into some elk up in the backcountry, obviously we don't want to hike 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 miles back to base camp if it's getting late at night. We're going to try and stay on top of the elk. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said before, I'm a cold sleeper, so I'll probably be roughing it if we have to do that, but I'm just going to pack a throw up hammock in my hunting pack when we go out, and if we have to stay out there, then like I said, I'll just rough it. So
all right, moving next, we're gonna go into our food, our cooking system, water filtration. Starting with my water, I have the Gregory 3D Hydro 3-liter reservoir. It's gonna be able to go in both my packs. Has a straw. You'll be able to get nice clean water through that. To make sure that I have clean water, I do have the MSR Trail Shot. It's just a little hand pump. It has a gravity system with that. Depending on what our water situation is, I might leave the gravity system in the side-by-side. I might pack that in with us. And then, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So I do have the Platypus. It's going to be the pocket filter. It's like a Sawyer squeeze, just from Platypus, so that'll help clean water up. Moving into my food, mostly eating freezer-dried food. Mountain House Peak Refuel will probably be, at least breakfast and dinner. Might have a couple for lunch. I also really enjoy the splits. They're like $1 or $2 at Walmart. They come peanut butter and grape, peanut butter and strawberry, peanut butter and raspberry. They're really good to put on a tortilla or just eat them by themselves as a dessert. In the morning, I'll go with the Starbucks Instant. It's going to be the Colombian roast. So it's a medium. It's pretty close to a blonde. I'm not a huge fan of like pitch black coffee, but this stuff's pretty good. Cooking up all my food and coffee. Got the Jetboil Zip with a Cedar Summit titanium spork. Inside the zip fits the actual stove itself, fits the fuel can, the stove legs, and then you do have the 8-ounce cup on the bottom, so that's going to be perfect for the coffee. That's what it calls for.
So similar to that, I'm running the Jetboil Zip also. My fuel canister is a little bit bigger, so it doesn't condense down quite as small as his does. Inside mine, there's a stove. If you don't have one, it just screws into the bottom underneath. So you put those together like so, screws together. Then you put your canister down here on bottom. Super easy. And then I'm running a titanium spork on the side here too. And this is a canister. Like I said before, it's a little bit bigger than Matt's. So, coffee. Doing this instant coffee from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Haven't tried it before. I've tried other stuff from Black Rifle Coffee. Their stuff's always good, so I'd imagine this will be more of the same. Got 4 packets of that. And then from there, it's going to be Mountain House, all the same stuff that has been around for a while, like breakfast skillet, beef stroganoff, chicken fried rice, all that'll be what I'm eating as far as main meals. Just running a little bit of jerky, or I guess sausage links here. Really like this company that puts them out. It's pretty much the only ones I eat. It's Cowman's Cut. You find it at pretty much any gas station around here in Montana. Some peanuts, a couple Power Bars, probably pick up a couple Snickers tomorrow. I'm gonna head to the store before heading into the mountains. Gotta have Tabasco. It's a must. It'll make all these taste so much better, in my opinion. Got Advil. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like every time I'm in the mountains, I usually get a headache at least once or twice. So, probably for some of us for other reasons, but it's a must. So,
it's not water in the bag.
Yeah. So, I'm just running a Skillcraft bladder. Never had a problem with this guy. It was free from the military, so can't complain there. I have had them pop before, which is a huge pain in the butt, because all your stuff's wet, obviously, inside your pack, but never had a problem with this one. And then Nalgene bottle here, just basic Nalgene bottle. Be able to filter water into. I got the MSR pump water filter. This thing's super nice too, because it's got an attachment that screws right into your Nalgene bottle. So you basically, right here, that'll just screw right on the top of your lid here. You screw it on, then your white hose here, just plug in. Your black hose goes into the dirty water. You plug this filter on the end of it. Cleans it up. Used it a bunch this summer. Super happy with it. Never had any issues. Not bringing a second water filtration piece either, because like I said before, Matt's got 2. My other buddy that's going with us, he's got I think 2 also, and then I'm sure the other guy that's going with us has got a couple also.
Alright, so this is going to be just the last little bit of accessories that we do have in our pack. Starting out, Caribou gear, synthetic game bags. These are the ultralight ones. It comes with 5 different bags, so you're going to have one for each of your quarters, and then one for your back straps, neck meat, rib meat, tenderloins. I just keep this in the plastic bag. They're reusable, they're washable, they do really well. And then in the bag they came in, I just put everything else. Band-Aids, moleskin, I got multi-tool rope, electrical tape, my Gerber Vital, that's a replaceable blade knife. It's really good for dressing your animal. Also included in here, just some different things, some medication, lighters, stuff like that. Aside from the Gerber Vital, I do just run fixed blade, skin and knife. Sometimes that elk leather around their neck is pretty thick, so having a fixed blade knife is real nice to do that. Aside from the cordage in there, I do got 100 feet of cordage. We live in bear country, so tying up your food up in a tree keeps the bears away from your camp and keeps the bears away from your food. Flagging tape, just in case we don't get everything out in one trip, or you tie this on the antlers, somebody else doesn't shoot you. I got some Hunter's Gold, a little bit of TP, we all know what that's for. Spotlight on the headlamp, has strobe option, super good around camp. Got my eye black face paint, so I got the black on one side, the multicolor on the other. Really helps break up the consistency of color in your face. I don't run the neck gaiter like Austin. And then just my tags. Over the counter, Gen elk tag. Area we're going, it's just for brow tined elk. We can also shoot mule deer bucks out there too. So I got one of each of those. Just keep it in a Ziploc bag in case warden stops by.
Alright, so kill kit, running the black Ovis game bags, same thing as Matt, for I guess same amount of bags as Matt, 4 quarter bags, one bag for the back straps. The SOG, just a fixed blade knife. It's gonna be about 5 inches in length. Should be good for skinning and getting through that neck, like Matt was talking about earlier. And the Columbia River knife here as a backup, just in case this one's not doing the job. It's pretty heavy duty. They're like 5-inch blade there. And then the Havalon knife, it's got break off razor blades for it, and I have quite a few inside the actual container there itself, so if one gets stolen, break it off and put a new one on there, which will be pretty nice. A couple fire starters. It's your natural friction, that one, and then just a lighter here, baby wipes, similar to the Mountain Money that Matt's got over there. I just prefer baby wipes because it's a lot more useful for cleaning the blood or whatever else, dirt off your body also. I got 2 headlamps, one to keep inside the tent and then one to put in a hunting pack just in case we're out there past dark coming back in to base camp. One's a Surefire, the other one's a Cyclop, and then extra batteries for it. Then I run this will be the first year that I've tried this out. I constantly lose my tags and everything else, not necessarily in the backcountry, but just in between hunts and stuff like that. So hopefully this does a better job of helping me keep track of it, so I don't have to pay $5 to reprint everything like 3 or 4 times a hunting season like I normally have to. But it's waterproof, it's nice, just open it up there, and it's got like 3 Ziploc parts on it here to keep any moisture that could possibly get in there out of it. I think I picked this up on Amazon for like $10. It was pretty cheap. Rips up all that, and then like Matt said, we're in bear country. There's grizzly bears up here, which is the main concern. Obviously, black bears are not usually an issue at all, and they're pretty skittish. I do this little wrap with my paracord. It kind of condenses it and keeps it from getting tangled up. If you want to know how to do that, you can leave a comment, and I'll do like a short little video on it. And then just a mesh bag, and just throw all your food in there at the end of the night and tie it around the top here and toss it over a tree and you're good to go.
So along with, there's a few things that we didn't include. That's going to consist of our camera equipment, our portable chargers. Obviously our side-by-side's not here. For the main camera that you're watching this on right now, this is going to be the Canon G7X. Super great camera. We went with the Rode mic. We also got the GoPro Hero 9 with several different mounts, backpack mounts, car mounts, rifle mounts. There's going to be a lot of content coming from that. And then we also do run the Tacticam that also has several different rifle mounts, shotgun mounts, things like that. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. That's going to be Flathead Outdoorsman on both of those. And if you got anything of value out of this, found something new to put in your pack, any suggestions on what we should put in our pack, make sure that you leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep doing what we love out here.